Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Friday. The week has come to an end with all the news that we've had. But anyways, let's get right into the charts. Firstly, you can see after rejecting from this very important historical level, which is pulled all the way back from March 2022, so basically 2 years ago, where we made this top right here, the all-time high of 2024. And then we've had, as you can see, price breakout of here. Then we got this whole massive bull rally range, you could call it so. And right now we are trading back below the high from 2024. So what happened here, as you can see yesterday, we failed to stay above this level. We still do have 2 days and about 13 hours before the weekly candle closes. And if the bulls manage to push this candle back above this line, so that would mean we would need another like 5 to 6%. And if we see this candle closes above 74.5k, it is gonna be bullish for the next coming weeks. And if we close right here below this level, we will be bearish basically, or we could establish this range right here. And so Bitcoin could move potentially for the next weeks like this. We're gonna be, as I said, in my opinion, establishing more likely this range right here instead of going straight up or straight down. Since, as you can see, we are still very early in this consolidation right here. You can see how long this consolidation took before the next big move. Right now we are still early, as I said, so this is gonna take some time to play out. Also, if we look at the stock market, you can see right here the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 are right now sitting at a very crucial level. Basically, if the stock market loses this level, then the next support is sitting around 20 to 23k for the Nasdaq, and for the S&P 500, if it loses this support at 6,500, then the next support is gonna be the all-time high from back in February 2025, just before the tariff crash. This is gonna be acting as support. If we lose this level and flip it as resistance, that's gonna be our next key point for potential turnover in the stock market, basically in all the equities. This is how I am seeing the market right now. As for the altcoins, you can see it is right now still remaining above the value area high of the range and still remaining just around the trend line that we had from back in the 2025 summer range right here. So if this level holds, I am potentially seeing another high to be put in. It is very possible, but as I said, it all depends on what Bitcoin does right here and what the stock market does. In my opinion, we could still see 80k potentially, but it is gonna take a while for this to play out. We might continue to move in this channel like this right here if it gets confirmed, and if we don't start breaking lower, then we are gonna move like this potentially. But of course, this is not a financial advice, guys. Always do your own research. But as you can see, for right now, we are remaining above that monthly pivot level. So a very interesting price action for Bitcoin. Gold has took quite a large correction. You can see since this high right here, gold is down almost 16% with the past 2 days. And basically just yesterday, we got like 7.5–8% of daily candle towards the downside, which is pretty massive move for gold. You can see right here, the dollar also took quite a correction, rejecting from this weekly order block resistance right here. If we manage to flip this level and maybe target the yearly pivot, as you can see right here, we are currently well above all the monthly pivots for right now. So the next major target would be that yearly pivot, which is sitting around 101, and also this high right here could potentially get taken out. But of course, this is gonna take some weeks to potentially play out. And first we need to flip this resistance right here into support. But let's look at Bitcoin for the short term. Basically, we are remaining above the daily open level, also above the daily pivot, and we are just consolidating around the value area high. So if we manage to get back above that value area high, as I said, we could still see continuation towards the upside, which is what we are looking for right now. Solana trading above the daily open, also the daily pivot, and we are also same thing, trading just around the value area high right here from this range. If we look at it like so, you can see just around the value area high. If we manage to get back above, Solana could take some nice moves towards the upside. But these altcoins, guys, right now the liquidity is very low. I do suggest that if you do trade, just trade, stick to Bitcoin. Much less risk. Of course, there is always risk, but much less risk right now than all of the altcoins. Other than hype, the risk right here is larger, but the returns are quite big, as you know. So I do suggest basically just Bitcoin and hype, but be cautious while trading hype, since as you can see, such moves are just like 10%. This whole move right here is like 35%. So if you short down here, you are sure to be wrecked. So be careful of that. If we look at the open interest and CVD for Bitcoin, you can see basically we are trading right now, trying to get back above the VWAP. And while price is going up right here, open interest seems to be going down. So of course, this is not the most bullish looking scenario for Bitcoin, but with CVD coming slowly back up, I do think that we could still see another push towards the upside eventually. Let's look at where most of the liquidity is sitting. Most of the liquidity right now is sitting towards the upside. So this also gives me hope that we could potentially see another leg towards the upside in the coming next days. Fear and greed index, as you can see, we are back in that fear zone, 33 right now. Spot ETFs, we do have 2 bearish days in a row. But as you can see, the last time that we had 2 days of outflows, then it was followed by almost 7 days, basically a whole week of inflows. So maybe it repeats once again. Long versus short ratio for now, we have more longs in the market, which is nice to see. That next move could be loading pretty soon, since we do have, let me see, in about 2 hours, we're going to be having that New York Open for today. Since it is Friday, we could see a pump. Things are looking pretty nice right now, in my opinion, for a potential move towards the upside. Let's see, do we have some news? We do have some news coming in about 1 hour, but I don't think that this is going to bring us that much of volatility. We don't have that much news coming into next week. We do have Powell speaking on Saturday, which is pretty interesting to see. We have PMI next Tuesday. What else do we have? Unemployment on Thursday, and we do have some inflation data and Bitcoin options expiring on next Friday. So basically it is going to be, next week is also going to be interesting with this news right here. Not as much as this week was, but still we are going to be having some news, so be wary of that. And I do think that this covers it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.